Hello, beautiful souls. Thanks for tuning in to Love Legacy. I'm Christy, and thanks for joining me. And this is so funny because I've always envisioned myself of being a teacher. I've always envisioned myself of being a student of some sort, but I never thought it was going to be in this environment. Okay, but I'm with it. I'm here for it. I just wanted to say that I'm so looking forward to just learning, living, growing, healing, prospering, thriving. I'm looking to forward to all those things. I didn't necessarily have a topic to talk about today, but I did want to share with you that actually my brother and I were discussing business because we're both life insurance brokers. And he's been for many years. Myself, I just kind of got into it in 2023, I believe. But I was so proud of myself because I was like, I learned something new. I passed the test and I'm licensed in multiple states. So I'm going to pop my collar a little bit on that one. And I worked in corporate America for almost 26 years. You hear me? I'm almost 50 years old. But I was thinking, this is not fulfilling. This is not what I want for my life. It seemed like even after all those many years, I've went through several where I was leveling up. I was getting promotions. I was getting pay increases. Before I left, I was an analyst, the second level analyst. By nature, I'm a Virgo. So, analyst runs through my blood, my veins, it's nothing. It's nothing for me to analyze. But anyway, so I was very good at what I did, but it wasn't fulfilling to my spirit. And it seemed like the issue with that kept bubbling up. It kept bubbling up. Initially when I felt those my spirit tugging on me, I was going to like HR to discuss, how people were unprofessional, or and I wasn't a troublemaker. I'm very low key. Like I'm really I was a really reserved person, but you got to remember I was very young when I came into corporate America. If you know me, you already know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, early on in my career, I had some valid complaints. I know I noticed a lot of microaggressions and I didn't like it because I mean, people call it the hood, but I know I know a person at work told me that. I said, well, you from the hood. Everybody from the hood. Hood simply means neighborhood. What are you talking about? What do you mean, am I from the hood? But anyway, so I didn't like that. I come from a very humble and modest background. I come from a line of hard workers, from my mom. I mean, ain't no telling how far this lineage goes with that, So we work ethic, we got that. You know what I'm saying? We got that. So that wasn't an issue. My problem was more so of social, like how you interact with people, how do you treat people, not just because they up here, but the ones down here too, and I just didn't like it. But anyway, it served its purpose. It helped me fine tune a lot of skills and talents that I already possessed. It also helped me learn how to communicate better, um talking wise, verbally. I used to have to prepare and rehearse, and this is going to give me an opportunity to fine tune those skills. But I'm a great communicator. And if we're doing this in writing, if I got to type it up or write it or something like that, oh, I am impeccable with that. Believe me, trust and believe me. But yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of my story. But what happened was my brother and I were talking about, insurance, and we're trying to strategize and see how can we let people know how important it is to have some sort of life insurance. It's not that I'm saying, hey, give me all your money and let me do something with it. I'm not a financial investor. We're not anything of the sort, but we wanted to help our community. We want to help the people that know the importance of life insurance, because I can tell you from my own experience, just by having it helps me sleep better at night. And you probably hear that all the time, but seriously, it does. Knowing that I have two young men actually, but my children, they were brought up by a single parent, and when I leave, what are they gonna do? Who's gonna help them? Who's gonna gonna show them the way. You know what I'm saying? I am that for them. So if I leave, then I'm glad that I have life insurance there to cover that, to at least give them a step up. They're gonna need finances to find somewhere else to live. They're gonna need finances to eat, you know, and not to mention dealing with the grief of such an amazing and incredible and out of this world mom. I mean, that's going to be pretty substantial. But yeah, we were strategizing, and he said, yeah, you make videos anyway, but I make personal social media videos. They're entertaining. It's like therapeutic for me. So I said, how do I do a professional yet personal video for YouTube? But anyway, here I am. So thank you, brother, for inspiring me. And he always pushes me to do what's going to make me happy. Go where people value you. He's always been that way. So I love you, brother. Thank you for that. Anyway, so here I am. Our initial conversations were primarily about life insurance, but I had already been getting nudges, spiritual nudges, to tell me, hey, you can do more. Life insurance is great. You can try to reach those people and let them know how much security is in life insurance and how it benefits you while you're alive. It's not called death insurance, it's life insurance. So you can use it while you're living. You can do all those things, but you can help empower the people. It doesn't have to be specifically designated to life insurance only. So I was like, you know what? Spirit, universe, most high God, you better be right. But I'm thinking, can I do this? Of course you can. Why can't I do it? You know what I'm saying? I already know this channel is going to get to where it needs to be. Whether it pops off, whether it skyrockets past the stars and to the moon, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'm here for. I know this is a perfect place if you're interested in learning things, if you're wanting to learn more about life insurance, if you want to know how the insurance companies operate, if you want to know how I've lived almost 5 decades here on this earth and still look this amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's the spirit. Your spirit counts. The spirit speaks, and we got to listen sometimes. So I just want to empower people. I want to educate. I want to learn. I want to hear from people. I want to know your insight. I want to know if you have some suggestions on videos or other ideas that we could discuss here. Maybe we can create forums where we could share, as a community or a group, that would be amazing. But I'm just so grateful to be here. I hope that I just don't rant because it's like, for me, I have such a small circle of people that I communicate with on a regular basis. Not that, I hate people or anything like that. I love people, actually. I require time alone so that I can re-energize, so that I can recenter, so that I can ground myself. Like, it's a time where I can replenish my spirit so I can go out in the world and I can interact and socialize with people, because it's a lot of energies out there, and some of them I don't want them on me. I'm like, what? No. But yeah, so y'all feel me. If you over here and I found you and you tuned in, y'all feel me. I already know you do. But yeah, so I require a lot of alone time. And then, like, it seems like because social media is so prevalent today, I think that a lot of people, they're not interested in real, like, true connection. Me, for one, I don't even like, half the time I don't like talking on the phone or texting. It'll be on silent. You know what I'm saying? And I know people feel some type of way. People, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've lived so many years of my life making sure everybody else was okay. Matter of fact, the other day I just learned that there's a phrase for that. Like, I believe energetically it's called the observer effect. And let me just say this. I mean that with, all of the love in my heart. I'm not saying that I was just watching from the outside looking in. Yeah, I was a bystander, but I was also instrumental in helping people, supporting people, cheering them on, inspiring them, motivating them. And my inside was screaming, Christy, what about me? I'm still here. What it sounds. You watching everything happen in real time on the outside looking in. But the problem with that is that I let it, much like I let corporate America, take my youth. I gave my good years to observing everybody live their life. Everybody, getting married, they're getting their own homes, they're driving these nice cars, they're moving state to a different state or city, just watching them live their lives. And it never occurred to me to look at me. It never occurred to me to say, hey, what do you want, Christy? What do you want for your life? I was just on the outside looking in. I wasn't living life for myself. And I have to admit that even as moms, especially as single mothers, and I have boys, it wasn't always easy. It was not always easy, in no type of capacity. Not with raising them, obviously two young Black American boys, not to mention financially, because, hey, even though I was in corporate America for so many years and I have so many promotions and I've gotten so many accolades and trophies. Matter of fact, I just recently set outlet out on the curb. I did. I was like, I've gotten all these. I mean, I don't know how many I had, and they were heavy, like good material. Nothing for me. Yeah, maybe puff my chest out to hear my name getting called over and over and over and over again, because yeah, that's how it was happening. But they didn't want to give me no currency. I'm like, where are the US dollars? And things that really didn't put more food in our mouths. So, but needless to say, those were checks that were paycheck to paycheck. What I did was I started reading about finances. I started learning about money. I came in contact with some people at work, one in particular who told me about budgeting. And then so when he introduced me to budgeting, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. At first, it sounded absurd, but when I tell you, I probably went by that budget for at least 10 years, and it literally kept me out of debt. And of course, Most High in the universe did their own thing too, but it didn't help. It doesn't all work like magic. Like, there's a work that's done beyond your control that will definitely work on your behalf and will benefit you. But there's also a work that you have to do. There's some things that you're going to be responsible for and that only you can control. And that's where that budgeting came in. So yeah, it wasn't easy being a single mom. I didn't make a whole lot of money even after all those years. I had, of course, my mom has always been a big supporter. My brother, my sister, I have cousins. I had a real village, and I still do. But I needed them when I was raising my children. I needed them when my kids were really young, and that helps tremendously. So it's important to have community. But needless to say, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of insight of how I got here, because I know you don't know me from Sally or Sue, you know what I'm saying, or Tasha or Keisha. I don't know how you want to put it, but you don't know me from anybody. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little insight into who I am, where I come from, my goal here, which is ideally to inspire, to empower, to educate, and to share. You know what I'm saying? There's so much I want to know about other people's lives, their insight, their perspectives, their experience, their journeys. I want to hear it, and I want to share mine as well. So if you're interested in doing the same thing, then I think you've come to the right place. Scratch that. I know you came to the right place. And we're going to change it. We're going to change our language. Again, I'm learning. We're going to increase our knowledge. We're going to expand this collective, and we're going to thrive together. And watch what I say. I just feel it in my spirit. This is going to be so huge. It's going to be so amazing and incredible that even my background gonna look different. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know when things have changed, and when things have changed for the better. You're gonna know that things have changed, and you're gonna know that they've changed for the better, because my environment is not gonna be the same. You heard me? I can see it right now. I even told myself, you know what? I started looking at homes in the area, and I said, you know what? Maybe I ought to schedule some in-home tours. Just look at some places, and I'm gonna think big. I mean, I'll probably I'll be looking at like a $2 million home on a, on a $0 budget. There's no budget for that right now. I'm gonna say I'm gonna look at a $2 million house. I'm gonna walk through it and take a tour. I'm not gonna be like pretending that I'm gonna buy the home. I just really want to see what it looks like inside. So when I can get into that zone, then I already know what I want. I already know. Once I see it, I know it's locked in. And I've also made a effort list. I know people call it bucket, but I call it kit. And I made this list, and it has some amazing things on it. Anywhere from touring a home, my dream home. What was it? Touring my dream home. I'm gonna schedule a wedding. What do you call it? Like a wedding try on, a wedding dress, something, where you get to try on the wedding dress, and you get to invite some people. Maybe I'll have a little bit of champagne or mojitos, and stuff like that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do an aerial class. Every time I see it, I watch videos. I love it. I want to try it out. And who knows, I might be a natural. You know what I'm saying? I might be. So, the list is very long. Trust me, it's very long. And this was one of the things that are on there. So you can check that one off. And one year it was a nice, I'm single, so my fiance passed away 7 years ago. I said, this is the year 7, he always said, was the year of completion. And there were so many significant things that happened this year that I know it's like his energy is saying, Christy, girl, get it together. What kind of time you think you out? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a gentle nudge to say, go and be prosperous. Go and be happy. Go find your happiness. Go attract your happiness. So yeah, I'm just taking the message. But anyway, so yeah, there was a nice young man on my list, and that was one of the greatest birthday gifts ever. But anyway, so yeah, check that out. But yeah, I'm telling you, y'all need to make y'all an effort list. Make an effort list. Don't put no time constraints on it. Just think of the things that you like to do, that you like to enjoy. Don't overthink it. Let it be some spontaneity in this whole thing. Try it that way. Yeah, let it be some spontaneity in the whole thing, and just see what you like. Try things out. See what sparks your fire, because I was searching for passion. And then when I started working on different projects, this is just one of them. I have 2 other projects that I'm working on. Not to mention, I haven't even touched the life insurance side of things. So I have a lot of ideas, and I'm so honored that the Spirit is showing me how amazing and incredible that life can get when you are, how amazing and incredible life can get when you open your heart, when you open your mind, to better things, to better opportunities. And had I still been in corporate America, I wouldn't have time to do it. And I always used to repeat this stuff in my head, but I never thought to take an alternative route. But I'm thinking most of our time is spent on the job. Like I still have my parents, I still have my siblings, I have my family, I still have my children, and y'all get all my time. and y'all don't even want to value me with y'all currency. Yeah, that was a real problem. So anyway, I'm so happy that I'm in a different space now. I'm so happy that I have the energy. I'm so happy that I have the energy and I have the mindset and I have the openness to pursue other opportunities. It's been man, if you guys would have saw me, I'm telling you, if y'all would have seen me some years ago, you would have been like, that's her. Because my life looks so different. It looked so different. And not in material things, because no, materialistically, the bank don't know I'm wealthy yet. Okay. But spiritually, some things have been happening, and now they're happening even more at rapid speed. Like I'm working on things that I never even thought about. I'm like, where did this even come from? But then when I'm doing it, I'm spending hours and hours on this, and I'm finding my passion, which I probably said over 2 months on another video I made. I was saying how I was lacking passion and not intimacy, not in the physical way. I mean, but that's not we're not doing that right now. But no, I was talking about passion on a spiritual level, something that I'm excited about, something that gets my blood going, you know what I'm saying? Something that drives me and that I'm so eager to work on and so eager to go through the process and so eager to see all the things, just all the things associated with it. And I believe I found that. And I'm not committed to any one thing. As you can see, I'm working on some other stuff, but I'm not committed to anyone. I don't want to be in the box. Take me out the group chat. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're doing here. We're paving our own roads. We're making our own way. We're taking our own strides. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't hurt nobody. We just realize we can't keep giving, and nothing's coming back. Probably kind of cliche, but I'm going to say it anyway. But you can't pour from an empty cup. That's so true. Don't waste youth. Do not waste your youth taking care of other people. Not to say that you have to be selfish, but make sure that you're okay first. You're the first priority. And then everybody else kind of fall. They kind of fall down the line. You know what I'm saying? But you always can be first. So yeah. I guess that's my first official rant. No, but thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to share that. It may have been kind of all over the place. I just want to share. And however this goes and flows and the spirit moves me, that's what we're going to be doing. So until next time.